Hello there, and welcome to the Home and Garden Expo. I'm Freya, and this is, of course, Otherworldly, and I'm going to be taking you through Hope 9, one of the 9 Sims that are part of this year's Home and Garden Expo. They're all full of creators with all sorts of fantastic new releases, and of course, they are having releases that are benefiting Relay for Life in Second Life. So there are donation vendors, varying amounts that are being donated from different vendors. There are regular things for sale from the creators as well, and there's going to be plenty of you for you to browse through when the event opens on the 27th. So that's 2 days from now. But I'm here to give you a little preview during the blogger preview, and I've been assigned the, as I said, Hope 9, and on Hope 9 we have Teagle as the main sponsor. You can see their sign right behind me, and we're going to look at their fantastic display. And in addition to Teagle, this sim also houses Surge, Reborn, Headhunters Island, TM Creations, EED, Exquisite Eye Designs, Fundati, Polymorph, Velvet Whip, RVI, The Willow Winds, S2, and Aphrodite Shop. And I thought that what I would do would be to take a little tour of the sim and give you a sense of what is available. A little teaser. I might not show you all the vendors, but just to whet your appetite and get you to visit the Home and Garden Expo once it opens. We're going to start straight off with a look at the Teagle display, and I'm going right for the new releases at the beginning. We have 2 new horses out at this event. We have this darling fjord horse. I love fjord horses. Used to ride one on and off at the riding school. Very sweet mare. And this model looks fantastic, and the texturing on the coat looks fantastic as well. So I'll definitely need one of these. Beautiful horses. And over here we have the second new model, which is also another small horse pony model. It's a Connemara. A beautiful grey, which is the typical color. And this is also a very nice model. I think Connemaras can be a bit variable in how they look, but this is a nice lighter version of Connemara. Looks very pretty. And we have, for the Connemara in particular, but of course it will work with other horses too, we have these vendors for new textures, new grey textures. They're all dapples. And these, as you can see, are vendors for the American Cancer Society, so they will raise funds for the Relay for Life. All of the other Teagle releases that have been out before are also available here. So I'm going to take a little browse through and just give you a look at what's available if you haven't seen it already. Here's the display of all the various horse breeds that are out so far. I've got one each of them at the moment. Actually, I've got the copyable version of the Arabian, so I can have multiple of those out. Each horse is available as either a no copy, which is a good deal cheaper, or a copy so that you can have as many horses as you want if you have room for it. And the niftiest part, apart from the horses that you can buy, is this test display that they have, where you can try out all of the various modes of transportation that they offer, so to speak. So you've got the beautiful Clydesdale setup here with a buggy. You've got the Skelly horse here with his own ghostly carriage. Here's another version that you can see for the heavy harness in another color. And what you can actually do over here is that you can try out. You can grab any of these horses here and go riding in whatever style you want. For example, do you want to try a racehorse and take it around the expo? You can do that. Do you want to try an Asian or historic look for your riding, you can do that. And that'll take you around the expo for free. And this gives you a great look at some of the third-party creators that have made beautiful tack for the, in different styles, different themes, that you can try out. And you can get a sense of which horses do you like best. Do you prefer smaller ponies? Do you prefer larger ones? What look do you want? What sort of, role play look or just for fun look? So a great way to experience the Teagle horses. You can even take your own Victorian carriage around. Might be a little tricky if it gets laggy, I admit, to steer around. These regions do end up fairly prim heavy, of course, because it is home and garden. And here we have the fantasy option. So you've got a fancily decked out unicorn and a very, very beautiful Pegasus with the works of pretty accessories. So I think I'm going to grab myself a ride so I don't have to walk all around the expo. And let's see what I should go for. I think maybe the Arabian. They are always a favorite of mine because I don't think I want to fly, and I'll probably end up flying by accident if I grab the Pegasus. So I think we're going to go for a Arabian. And see, you can also get style cards for each of the horses. So if you own one of the horses, or if you buy one of the horses, and you really like the tack that comes with it, you can pick that up. So I'm going to left click this horse, and then it's going to give me these things to attach. And up I go. And I'm gonna hopefully not ride into all sorts of things. While I'm navigating around the expo. So let's see where we are going next. Across from Teagle we have the Willow Winds, and let's see if it's best if I just stay on the path and maybe cam, or if I should go riding in among the... Actually, I think what I'll do is I'll ride down this side first. So my pony is taking me along, and we are getting to the display from Reborn, and this is a very nice display. Now, I am not going to ride in here. I think I'm going to give you the cam look instead, because I have a feeling we will fall into the virtual water if I try to take my pony here. It is feeling a little laggy. But I'm going to give you a beautiful look at this because this setup is fantastic. It's a choice of different prefabs from Reborn. Here we have the RFL vendors, which are these lovely lanterns here. And then if you go down this walkway, this beautiful tropical water, you have this really cool tree house. Looks fantastic. Lots of little nooks for hanging out, beautiful photo spots. At the back here we have the Casablanca, distinctly South American, Mexican style to this house. You've got the vendor here, and this is the front, I guess, of the house that you've got here. And I'm going to take us around. I snooped a little earlier just so that you can see what the back looks like as well. Cam out a bit again, and here we have beautiful secluded back of the house where you've got a little pool Again, lots of places to hang out and relax. You've got these steps leading down to the beach, so this is superb as a beach house. You want this beautiful ocean right outside you. This looks like a perfect place to vacation, and very nice, very nice. It's not the only bigger structure that you've got here in the Reborn setup. You've also got over here a very cool, I guess, fairly Caribbean looking construction, I would say, with these platforms and the combination of modern and more traditional for this bungalow style. Again, looks like some place to travel to, and if you can't travel right now in real life, then traveling there in SL seems like a good choice. And I believe that the Reborn parcel is at the end of my sim here. I'm just gonna cam down and confirm that that's the case. Yes, then we're going next doors. So across from them we have, I think, there was an Aphrodite Shop, yes. And maybe we should go riding in here. That we can do, I think. Seems safer than trying to navigate a narrow path on a horse. Horsey seems to insist on moving a little faster than I would like sometimes. When you double hit, you go up a gate, and if it's a little bit laggy, that can happen easily. So we're going to put footprints all over this nice garden as we wander through it, trying to keep a relatively steady course. Lots of beautiful decor items for gardens, outdoor, flowers, little seating places, very nice. And as you can see, the sim is laid out so that you have basically 3 rows of vendors with these broad avenues in between. It makes it very easy to go up and down and get a sense of what there is. Here we have Fondati, and this is another display that I was intrigued by as I cammed over earlier, and I think my pony will probably like this little desert section, being an Arabian and everything. So here we have 4 corners set up. We have this beautiful grass here, which looks, well, it will look fantastic once it reses, trust me. I'm gonna see if I can hurry it up. Please texture refresh a little bit. It decided to disappear entirely, so I'm gonna give it a moment and see if I can get it to pop up, unless I manage to de-render it, which would be unfortunate. They have a HUD for the grass, and it looks very nice. And as you can see, these vendors donate 50% to the American Cancer Society. I think I actually did manage to de-render it. I will see about putting my interface back on for a moment to try and fix that. Of course, if I did a temporary de-render, it should... I always forget where that is. List. No, not here. Right, asset blacklist. Clear temporary. We shall see if that brings them back, or if just trying to re-rest them decided that it was not going to work anymore. But I will turn off the interface again so the video is a little cleaner. Why did I do that again? Ah, there we are. Alrighty. Anyway, back to the display. I really like this desert display as well. It's got some lovely cacti and other desert plants. Looks great. And we have two more little displays down here. We have, let me see, a beach display, the sand dunes, plants to go with that, looks very nice. And we have a more woodland display. It's got some great pine and fir trees here. I do wish that the things rest a tiny bit faster, but once you turn on, I really wanted to use the advanced lighting for the look of the video. I feel that it looks better, and that means that it will take a bit longer for it to pop these in. If indeed it pops them in at all, but I shall attempt to get a few more of them to display. So we have, for example, a redwood tree set here for raising money for the American Cancer Society. And here we have texture refresh. Run one of those as well, just so you can see what it is. The beaches, beach set, either 2 or 11, I'm not strictly sure. And here you have more information about the various packs, for example the tropical pack and the tropical pack 1 and 2 here. So great way to pick up some plants. And I think that gives a good sense of what we have from Fundati. So I'm gonna make my, lovely, the grass is back. So you can get a better look at it. This looks really lush, I have to say, really lush. Fundati's great grass, snow, 1, 2, autumn, wheat, dandelion, original spring, and then and it's got wind on and off too. Ooh, that is really cool. I think I might need some of that. I have some places that would. Yeah, I'll just trample the grass a bit. Fortunately, virtual grass, so I was just fine being trampled. But this would be super for the horse pastures, I think. Looks like they would enjoy that grass. I would guess that this is a vendor for the grass. Reset, texture refresh. I will fix that one as well while I'm at it. Or not, but we can at least test what the price is. It's $3.19, which, if it's for the grass, is a really good price, I think. And here we have some different packs as well for the cacti. You'll have to check those pictures out for yourself. But as you can see, there's a lot of cool decorating items at Fundati. And we're going to make our way down here. And no, my horse or my avatar have not been drinking anything. It's just a teeny weeny bit wobbly to steer at times. Should we perhaps take a look here as well? Yes, I think so. So, because this is the display then from, let me see, S2. This is S2. And as you can see, most of them also have these info displays where you can get more information about the store. They have a couple of trailer homes, I would say that they are. I think this may be the release for the specifically for the Expo. Yes, the double wide trailer. And I poked at that one a little bit earlier as well. It has a couple of different versions. It comes with these two versions of the clean, and then it also comes with a more sort of rundown version. So these are, you know, a cool housing style as well too, for a very American flavor. Obviously I tend to go for more historical and fantasy. Oh look, and there's a Pegasus in the sky. Not every day you see that flying around, but they look very nicely done, I think. And onwards we go. I'm seeing lots of flowers and pretty things here. And here we are at Exquisite Eye Designs, EED. And it is indeed a very exquisite display, I think. Beautiful work on this garden. I could use somebody like that to set up a garden for me in SL. I tend to slap down a few plants and then like, oh, I don't quite know how to put this together. And I don't end up with anything that looks like this. I wonder if these are pre-made combinations that you can use. It's very pretty. This is a really lovely garden layout. Beautiful photos, I think. Very nice landscaping. And all these trees are stunning here. I really like those. It's very nice. So let's see what our fellow vendors are. We have 250% vendors. This little house. And then we have this seating area. Let's see if I can get them to behave. Here we have the pier, I guess you would call it. And then we have these furnishings. And I'm going to say that it's probably this part here, the blanket. Okay, yes. Excellent. I'm going to have to see if these are theirs or if flower bed, briquette. Yes, these are earlier releases from EED as well. Great, great. Okay, so I should focus a little bit here on the middle section then. Woohoo! And there I went camming like crazy. And here we go. Here we have the little pier, and we have the blanket, and the little seating set. Very nice. And some seagulls for stealing your food or possibly pooping on your head. You never know those. And back to ponying around we go. And we are now at the other end of the Willow Winds that I started looking at earlier. So I think that is a good point to take care of them right now, otherwise I'll forget them when I get around to Tegel next time. So we have the willow winds, and they have this display that I'm going to end up camming over to the other side anyway, because it's oriented that way. They have some displays here of outdoor decor, like these chairs. Going to guess that these little water arrangements are theirs as well. And then we have the big indoor display here, which has some sets of furnishings, and oh, these are cute. Very nice with a matching carpet as well. Give you a little quick virtual tour of this space as well. We've got various seating sets, sofas. Very nice. And we travel onwards to see how much we have left. Actually, I should probably do a little camera around. Well, I know this one is part of it. And here we have TM Creation. And let's see what they've got for us. It looks like another lovely garden display. We have a couple of different vendors dotting the space here. I see that these grasses or these flowers here, and this display here, and we've got this nice bed, outdoor bed, and here we have a little display with, I wonder if the foxes are part of it or if they are just guests. See if I can get that one to rest better. Very cute bed arrangement up here on this little hill as well. I would think that the foxes are yes, it's all one young curious nature scene. So you've got these cute little scenes that you can use to spruce up your gardens with, make them feel a bit more alive. Here we have some adapted for use on a sandy ground, which is good because sometimes you might want a bit of greenery even though you want to have a sandy parcel for a beach, and then these will be lovely for making that look a little less uniform and boring. Here's a very nicely laid out little garden section too. Got some different grasses, more plants. As you can see, there's going to be a lot of plants for you to choose from. Or, don't choose. Just pick up lots of them. You never know. Can't have too many plants. Just like you can't have too much hair in Second Life. Or, to be fair, too many ponies. And on this side, we have got Velvet Whip. Am I missing anyone then? Yes, I am. I am rudely passing over this one, but that one I think I'll do when we come around. So I'm gonna do Velvet Whip, and sorry for the whipping around of you. So Velvet Whip does clothing as well, but they also have various furnishings, some with more of a roleplay feel, and then also some more rustic modern ones. And that's some of what they've got on display here. Or if you want to get something very American feeling, why not a French fry bed? And I guess it's a soda can light. Might make you crave burgers and fries to sleep in, of course. Here's the other side of their display, and one of their Relay for Life vendors is this wine glass cabinet in the shape of a wine bottle. And here they've got a whole bar if you feel like a cabinet with glasses isn't quite enough. Why not have a whole bar at home? Or if you want to set up a little diner, you've got some great furnishings for that. I think we've got a hamburger and a milkshake and some onion rings. Getting hungry, and it's a bit late at night to grab a snack here. And we've got some outdoor displays as well. I'm going to swirl you around and take you to the last vendor on... Ooh, my horsey got myself all turned around. You see? No, we are going in the right way still. Down past Velvet Whip. Well, I see I cammed a little bit ahead. Oops. I'll let my pony pick up some speed. Pony seems too tired to pick up any speed. And here we are at the final vendor on this side, and it is Headhunter's Island. That sounds a bit ominous. Let me see what this sign here says. Oh, it's a landmark to the main shop, I think. This is definitely quite a display here. As you can see, it's got a very tropical theme, and it's got a whole ship in the background. It looks like a founded pirate ship, which has been turned into a little shelter. Isn't that cool? Just in case you happen to fancy living in a shipwreck, fairly tidy shipwreck as they go. You can even have a bed and a table made from a cannon. Well, it's good to reuse things and not throw them away. Perfect to salvage a ship and turn it into your home. That's definitely a unique home. And maybe you want something a little bit more modest than a little cabin like this, including some shark jaws. Might be just what you want. Ooh, we came out on the side again. Straight through walls and everything. I really like this display, I have to say. It has a lovely tropical feel to it. And once you're in the middle of, well, not quite in the middle of winter any longer. We have got spring temperatures now, but tropical is definitely very, very far from where we are as of yet. I'm going to, I think actually polymorph is, yes, polymorph was also part of the sim, so I'm going to give you a look at that as well. And polymorph has some lovely statues out. That is perhaps something you don't necessarily see enough of in SL. That can certainly add a lot to a garden to have statues. That's not all they have. They have some of the gardening or garden displays as well, I would say. I'll be wandering over to the other side. I'm going to turn around and have a look at things in just a moment. Here we go. We have some some additional things here. We have some chairs. Oh, I see. The shark teeth appear to have been from polymorph. Very cool, and that is a Relay for Life vendor. And here we have an outdoor bath, two different styles, a more modest tub and a larger one for, you know, the whole family. On the other side, we unfortunately have, as far, an empty lot. So I'm going to continue my way this way, back down towards the teagle display again. You see you have these paths across as well, where you can cross over between the main paths. And we're passing Velvet Whip. Still have the flappy Pegasus up in the air there, looking bright and colourful. And this should take us to our last stop. Indeed, here we are. And this is... I'm just going to confirm so I don't say the wrong name to you. That would be... It's RLI design, as far as I can tell. RVI, sorry. RVI. Didn't quite make that out. And they have... Obviously, being paired up with Teagle here, they have put out a lovely stable and a matching house. So if you want everything to go in one style, if you want to have a little farm, for example, this is how you do it. You get this, oh, nice fireplace there. You get this farmhouse. And then you get this stable, which, as you can see, goes in an angle like that. And where I think you've got plenty of room for horses. You'll even fit in a big Shire, or Clydesdale, sorry, it's the Clyde that is out. And that section closes off there. That barn section, and then you have these outward facing boxes. Here you've got the Frisian enjoying some time, and here you've got more storage for your feed, and here you have more boxes, so you can fit in quite a few horses. And then in the middle here they've set up these little outdoor paddock or little outdoor field where you can let the horses out. It's a beautiful display. I really like it. And they've also got a few things out in their RFL vendors. I think these may not actually be fully set up yet, since I'm just seeing the default image. Let me test that. Yes, I don't think so. So you'll have to check back when it opens to see what exactly it is that they're going to be offering in their RFL vendors. But I think this gives you a nice look anyway at what's going to be available on Hope 9. Of course, there's also Hope 1 through 8 for you to have a look at. So there's plenty more than this. Some of them have a lot more vendors with smaller displays. Hope 9 has quite few because they've got these large lots each and very large prefabs, and obviously takes a lot of room to display. I am also going to show more of the individual vendors as well, but I thought this would give you a nice overview. So you'll definitely see more home and garden things from me in the coming days, but I hope this has whet your appetite for the opening of the SL Home and Garden Expo on the 27th of February. So you'll all be welcome then. Until then, you will have to make do with the previews.